No one can go out there alone without meeting himself coming back the other way. Unless, of course, it's herself. Our media-wise advisor for tonight, the tough babe from Chicago who dares to unzip the trembling trousers of British society and reveal the sagging Y-fronts of an empire in decline. Ruby Wax.
I'm on now.
Ruby, is Her Majesty the Queen being fair to the corgis?
Well, I think that the problem with the corgis, the reason they're so snappy, is because they're interbred. I mean, I'm not the first to come up with this, am I? I'm not with the family. I mean, the corgis with each other.
You mean they have with each other?
Well, I've told that queen once. I have told her 1,000 times, let the corgis out of the house, for God's sake. Get them in the park. Let them sniff around in other pastures. Probably be good advice for the whole family. But with the corgis, you know, it's just, they're having sex with each other, and they're having sex with the furniture. I mean, that's why, you know, they're just interbred there. I mean, some of those corgis are part coffee table. Just imagine those corgis going, it's my mother, it's my sister, it's my mother, it's my sister. Please, for God's sake, let them out of the house. I mean, what, you know what they look like? Like Lassie, but with no legs. I mean, it's horrifying what she's done to these animals.
What about Tonya Harding? These are your country women.
My
Tonya
people.
Harding, you know, the short skater, and
yeah.
Nancy Kerrigan, the tall skater. It's going to make a movie, I understand. Would you think it'll make a good movie?
I'm going to make the miniseries. I think Jane Seymour is being fitted for the wig now.
Which one is she playing?
Well, she's going to be Nance. And they're putting her in the ice pants now, because that's the whole point of skating. I mean, the only reason skaters skate is to show off the underpants. Have you ever, they never skate forwards, they just skate backwards, so you can see the underpants, and then they roll around so you can see more underpants, yeah. And then, you know, if you haven't seen underpants in a while, they give you the splits, so more underpants. That's the only reason for ice skaters to skate. And then the casting would be perfect. There would be Sharon Stone would play Tonya, but with no underpants. No underpants. Because it's such poor white trash, you know, isn't it?
So when she does the triple lutz, or
the lutz.
The double flip, yeah.
It would be kind of gynecologists around the world would be sitting out.
I don't know if you identify. I don't know if you identify with British sports stars like Tove Landine, but their defeat was very, very big news. Were you surprised?
No. No. Because I've had Dean. Is that the right one? Yeah. The blonde. Right. The taller one. He was on my show. I had him on the full wax, and I did Bolero with him. And Jane, I had gagged in the dressing room. And I want to just tell you, you know, when he does that thing, he doesn't use his arms. No, not this, because, you know, they look all poncy in those kind of, you know, while they're doing it, but in those tights, it's a Rolls Royce. I'm telling you, this guy, he moves women around. I mean, the way they control women is with their inner thigh. That's how he sort of lifted me with his inner thigh and drove me with his inner thigh. I was 5 months pregnant when I did Bolero with this guy. I thought my baby would come out of the mouth. You know, I was so excited. It was so exciting, I can't tell you. Anyway, no, I think that he's glad he lost so he can spend more time with me. I really do.
I read that the Bank of Scotland is issuing its transvestite customers with 2 ID cards, you know, one for each state of dress. Do you think that'll end the confusion?
I'm very confused. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Well, I do.
Speak to me.
It was in the paper.
What? There's one card.
Well, they have transvestites banking with them. Transvestites have to bank somewhere.
Of course. Yeah. You got to buy those breasts somewhere.
Yeah, but they come into the bank, and if, according to whether they're in their male clothes or their female clothes,
they get more money?
Cards so to identify them each time. Right. So you don't get the embarrassing situation when you're a transvestite. Well, you come in and ask for money, they don't give it to you because of the wrong sex.
Right.
Or wrong clothes on.
You think when they have the breasts on, they get more money out of them? Yeah. So there'll be now like a card for you as a normal person, you with your sexual proclivity. So like Stephen Milligan will have, this is me as an MP, and this is me gift wrapped. There's another one here. I'm sorry, but this was in the newspaper. It says, the National and Provincial Building Society has issued 150,000 photo Visa credit cards. There's a customer called Captain Beanie who dresses as a baked bean to raise money for charity. He asked for a card showing him in the outfit, and we were happy to oblige. Only in England. I'm sorry, if a man comes in dressed as a baked bean, do you say, give me the bean card? I would call the police. What is this?
Your eagle eye has obviously been everywhere. Have you got any other stories for us?
Oh, this was in the Yorkshire thing. I found this one. It says, man killed for hogging microphone. And then it says, a young businessman who hogged the microphone in a karaoke bar was shot dead on orders of a millionaire who was impatiently waiting his turn to sing. Bangkok police yesterday arrested property tycoon. I swear to God, it's his name. Ponsekorn Yarbenshawangkal.
It goes tripping off the tongue, doesn't it? Yeah?
He lost his temper when the microphone was not brought to his table and was, in his view, being hogged by a young architect. You know how when you want to sing, you are the sunshine of my life. You want to lip and you want to lip real bad. You know, it's like heroin. You've got to blow the guy's brains out. Come on, give me that mic.
I've noticed, I can't help noticing lately that a lot of billboards and advertisements showing up for things I thought I'd never see again. Wonder Bras.
Oh, hello, boys.
Gossard, yeah. Gossard Bras. And all that uplift stuff, and squash cleaving, all the stuff that all sort of died out. When feminism came in, this sort of thing went out. Suddenly it's there again. What's
now that we're about 40 years old, we need them again. Because I know I got to hang upside down for a couple hours each morning to scoop them in there. I mean, my navel is here, Clive, they're saying men are having car crashes, there are a couple of flaps, for God's sake. If you're going to smash your car, you deserve that. It's just flaps. Get real, Clive. Do you get excited seeing a mammary? Be honest.
Well, it all depends on what the mammary is doing.
Here, look. What does it do to you? Oh, I blocked his view. Just a minute. Nothing.
I like it. Yeah.
It's a flap. Ooh. You don't know what he does with his feet on this show.
The producer pulled a switch.
I'm gone.
I just got to say, it's 54 years since I sort of really needed one, but how do they work? How's the wire? How come, what are the wires?
What do they do? Well, they sort of grab you here, right? Mm-hmm. And then they whoosh up.
Is that what they do?
They're sort of pointing at you. You can use those nipples as microphones. Let me just say that.
For that truly mind-bending look at the world's news, thank you very much, Ruby Wax. Show business, and this week Michael Jackson and the Jackson family staged a show in Las Vegas to demonstrate their family solidarity and their continuing ability to make people pay large amounts of money for tickets. It was a huge success. The ecstatic audience joined in with many a cry of boo, get off, and we want our money back, when it became clear that Michael wouldn't be singing, dancing, or even breathing without legal advice and medical attention. It was the climax of a story that began when the Jacksons first proved that a family could sing in harmony, even though it lived in discord. He rocks in the treetop all day long, singing his song. Little Michael was only one of the Jackson 5. On stage, there were 4 more Jacksons, and off stage, there were at least 27 other Jacksons, all on the payroll. One by one, the Jacksons went on to individual careers in international entertainment, fast food catering, and all-night laundry services. Michael became one of the most famous white men ever to sing the blues. He had a childlike quality. There wasn't a child he didn't like. But Michael's sister, LaToya, was just as dazzling a world figure. In recent times, LaToya has been in the news almost as much as Michael. She's been appearing in all the intellectual publications, identifying with Michael and sometimes being identified as Michael.